Hi, this is Kyle again, and in this video we're going to talk about submitting work to DC Connect. Over the last 3 videos we created a simple program. It was pretty simple. The first video talked through the documentation, including making a comment header. The second one talked about the basics of using, well, not using so much as creating and assigning variables. And the third video talked about producing some output. So now we have a small functional program. And if this was an assignment that you needed to submit to your instructor, you would probably need to submit it to DC Connect. It's worth noting that this isn't completely universal. Depending on how your class is structured, your professor might just want you to screen share or share a screenshot or post to a discussion board or something like that. This can vary, but if you are asked to submit work to DC Connect, you need to know how to do that. So this is worth talking about. So first we need to access DC Connect. I won't go too much into the details about how to get there because I hope you can already get there if you're watching this video. We're going to open up our class. With my course open, I'll just try and find something to submit to. Some of the assignments you will only find under the activities heading and then assignments, whereas others might be organized under content. And again, it could be somewhere else entirely, but you will typically find all of the assignments you can submit under activities and assignments. And here's one that I'm able to submit to. So I just find the assignment folder I want. This one's called ICE2. Yours will probably have different names. And down here is the option to attach a file. I can even attach little videos and audio recordings, and I can submit comments along with it. So I can click add a file to upload a file. Now I need to think about what file I'm uploading. Right now we've worked on an application called report that's just called report.py, but DC Connect doesn't accept certain file types. It should accept Python code. However, there are times where you need to submit multiple files. Maybe you'll have multiple Python files. Maybe you'll need to submit a file along with a plan. And so a really good idea when you have to submit multiple files or any file type that's not supported is to compress that file into a zip folder. So I'm going to navigate to my file on my computer. Here we are in the location where I have my folder that contains my report. You can see I've got a folder called report, and within there I've got report.py, and that's the file I've been working on. If you want to compress an entire folder, use the folder, put the plan in there, put the code in there, put anything you need in there, and then go back to the folder, and if you right click on it, you should have a context option called send to compressed zipped folder. There are other ways to compress things, but this is a really good way to turn it into a nice Windows supported zip file. And if I do that, I get report.zip, and that's easy to submit to DC Connect. Drag and drop is even supported. You can also select upload and select the file you want to put there. There we go. Hi, here's my file. Submit. So this says file submission successful. It's got an ID available. You'll see the comment. You'll see when it's sent. Here it says email status confirmation email sending failed. This is because I don't have a valid Durham College student email address, but you should all have a DC Mail account that I hope you've seen and are able to check. It'd be a really good idea to either check it regularly or forward it to an account that you check regularly or something of that sort. You should get that confirmation email. That's really your confirmation that your assignment is submitted. There are lots of times when students think they've submitted work, but they haven't. So do check for that confirmation email in your DC Mail account. Then you click done, and your file is submitted. Eventually, you'll be able to see your grade for that work under grades as well. So in this video, we went through the process of submitting work to DC Connect. Basically, find the assignment folder on DC Connect for the work you wanted to submit, upload your work there, and watch for an email receipt. And the other thing we talked about is if you're submitting multiple files or if the file type is rejected by DC Connect, use a zip file instead. And we talked about one easy way to do that. There are a lot of ways you can compress files, but that's a good way. Find the folder that the work is in, right-click it, and put send to compressed file. It's a really good idea to check this out right now. Your course should have a class exercise 0 that's worth a bonus mark. And so it asks you to look at your DC Connect profile and then to submit that profile image to the class exercise 0 assignment folder. And that's just so that you can prove that you can submit something to DC Connect. Go ahead and try that. Thanks.